Okay, let's start first with where the Salish Sea is. Everybody knows the Strait of Juan de Fuca, Georgia Strait in British Columbia, and Puget Sound. Uh, but it wasn't until 1999 that it was clear that there was a time to make the Salish Sea a name that reflected the coalition of those three bodies of water. It's been thousands of years that humans have lived around the boundaries of the Salish Sea, but only until the 1990s that it was recognized as a distinct entity. There is a strong scientific reason for the Salish Sea. It's a very well-defined estuary ecosystem that connects together the waters of Georgia Strait, Puget Sound, and the Strait of Juan de Fuca. So it is a distinct entity. What's even more interesting in my mind is how the name has become popular. Not everybody knows where it is yet, but if you start looking at how the Salish Sea name is being used, there's no question that it is here to stay. And so that means it's also serving some need that people have about this place that we all live in. The Salish Sea name, I think, has its roots in the oil transportation industry. When oil was discovered in Alaska and was going to come into the inland waters of what is now the Salish Sea, people recognized and started to look at what was at stake, what would we lose if there was an oil spill, and it became clear as that kind of science was done that there was an ecosystem, and that was the ecosystem that said, yes, this is an entity that should be acknowledged. And I'm a biologist by background, and that's what biologists do. If there's something there, you name it. But that's actually a human trait. If there's something that we want to learn about, and there's something that we're interested in, it's very difficult to proceed very far if it doesn't have a name. Things that we're interested in need names, and that's really the justification for the Salish Sea. It also provides a need that the people who live around it, the 7 million people that are on the shorelines of the Salish Sea, find a value in that name, in connecting to the place that they live. It's more than just living on the Puget Sound. It's that I'm living on the Salish Sea and I have connections with people who live up in Georgia Strait and down and throughout the Strait of Juan de Fuca. So identifying the sense of place, belonging, helping promote a sense of belonging, which then leads to understanding and protection of those things that we are valuable, is I think the primary reason that the Salish Sea is useful to the people that live around it. I had the incredible luck to think about the name and offer it at a time that there was a reception for it. So I guess in that way the credit for planting the seed belongs to me. But as I've said to many people, if the Salish Sea is going to be something that is valuable and something that is useful, it has to be accepted and promoted by everybody. And I think that's the case. Many people have found, for one reason or another, the Salish Sea useful, including the people at Western. Western is thinking now strongly of starting an academic program that focuses on the Salish Sea. One of its stable, if we can call it that, of alternative education approaches to try to bring some greater degree of relevancy to students' programs. So hopefully in the next 5 years or so we will see a Salish Sea program that will actively involve the faculty not only in research but also in understanding, for continuing to understand this sense of place and how important that is. The process of describing why the name was important, it involved people in Canada as well as the United States, and people from the Canadian First Nations and the Salish tribes in the state of Washington, all of whom found excitement about the possibility of it becoming a name. So without that groundswell of support from across the border, the name never would have gotten accepted.
The name is important, of course, because it draws attention to the power of naming things, and in particular the powers associated with the colonial process in the Pacific Northwest. And my understanding is that the Salish Sea originally was renamed for environmental concerns, drawing attention to the interconnectedness of those ecosystems, both up in British Columbia, the Straits of Georgia, the Strait of Juan de Fuca, and down in Puget Sound.